Hello there, fellow adventurers, or in Swedish, Hej då alla äventyrare. Last summer I took a trip to Norrköping, Sweden, the setting for the Kaur Reed Mysteries, which is celebrating its 20th anniversary this year. Most locations in the game are found around here, and it's also where developer Mikael Nyqvist lives. Here we are in Norrköping.
That's a Norrköping train. Tram line.
So we're actually driving over to Mikael Nyqvist's place right now. And as I'm sure you know, his place is actually Carol's place. Oh look, you can get a shot of the tram here.
Follow that tram. The murderer's on that train. I'll see if I can get the number plate of that tram. Oh, there he goes. Oh!
Okay, like get a shot of the tram.
Yeah, I've got it.
All right.
It's not getting away.
Okay, yeah.
We got it.
Oh no!
Oh no!
No, it's getting away.
I think we're going to have to do an illegal manoeuvre. Bit of Norrköping manoeuvring.
All right, so here we are, and I think we have to go in here.
This is impossible for any normal human being, except the AGG. Oh.
Okay, we made it.
Welcome.
Hello.
So this is Carol's apartment, and has been since the very first game. It all started here. We had a table standing here then, and if I remember correctly, Carol was reading a postcard to her friend Lovisa.
This postcard arrived today from Lovisa.
And this is a wallpaper by the famous artist Joseph Frank. Some people hate it. I like it. Not much is happening in this room, not in real life or in the games. It's more or less just a pass-through. Here is obviously where Carol prepares her food, but she doesn't like making food very much. To tell you the truth, I don't think that Carol has ever prepared an entire meal.
All right. Well, like, what does she eat then?
Takeaway.
But she does have stuff in her fridge usually.
Yeah.
Right? Okay, can you show us what's in the fridge?
Not today.
It's okay.
To tell you the truth, most of the strange stuff you find in the fridge is, and this is the absolute truth, is things that I've put there by mistake.
It's not the first time I misplaced something here.
It might have been one of the last games that there was some batteries.
Yeah, I think there are batteries in most games. That's actually my wife's idea, and I googled that, and you're actually supposed to keep the batteries in the fridge. Occupation was a punk group that I and my friend played in when we were about 13 to 14 years old. I think 9 or 10 years ago, we revived that band.
Look,
Me and two buddies play in a band. Come and watch us play some night. The girls, they love us.
Do the other two like, show up in the games, or are they just...
Yes.
Oh, they do?
Yeah.
Okay. Like, who are they?
One is my best friend from many years ago. He's called Gerard Anderson. He's a psychology professor. Very famous one, actually. He plays the guitar and sings. And the other one is Gareth Williams, who is my brother-in-law. And he also shows up in the games. And his biggest voice. He also plays the guitar and sings. He's a very good singer.
You stepped on my face. You stepped all over the place.
Bathroom, maybe?
Oh yeah. What's in the bathroom?
Not much. Actually, not much is happening in the apartment in the games. Especially not here. The difficult thing with this angle every year is this, the mirror.
Oh, like, you mean like getting a reflection, you mean? Like...
Yes. I mean, you can't shoot a mirror like this and not get your reflection. I think in the last game I just shot right down in the sink here, so that solved the problem. But usually I take a picture on the opposite wall and kind of paste it in the mirror. Actually, in an earlier game, I think it's Amos Green. My favorite game, actually. You might remember that Big has, this is totally unrelated, but Big has a rather long urine monologue.
I've been thinking about peeing and such. Imagine that one always sat on the toilet every awake hour. Would one consciously urinate at certain points? Or would it just drip now and then without one having to think about it? Kind of like breathing.
Okay, so like that's the kind of thing that Biggie kind of talks about.
Oh,
like,
yeah, obviously it is. I think it's a good question. However, it's rather strange to ask someone, but that's what it does, and that irritated some players.
What's in the laundry basket?
Laundry.
Okay, right.
Yeah.
Because it's kind of funny that you can kind of like root around in kind of Carol's things and look at her dirty laundry and stuff like that.
Yeah, and many people seem to like that. Just
looking at the dirty laundry.
Exactly. No, can you look at the laundry? I don't think you can do that.
Well, yeah, I remember you can kind of look in the laundry at one point, and then there's also, you can look at kind of Carol's underwear and stuff like that.
That I remember. I remember panties on the table in the living room in some game. Whether they were dirty or not is debatable.
So I think like the panties were just here.
Somewhere here, yes. I wouldn't call it a pivotal moment in the games, but some people commented on it, yes. But in the next game, you actually have to avoid some panties, so to speak.
No way.
Oh, okay. I mean, she has done that before, where she has to get something out of a toilet, and she doesn't want to kind of put her hand in, so she has to find something to get it out, right?
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Oh, that toilet was so filthy. That was in a silver mine.
No way.
So this is the bedroom. It's where my wife sleeps. I don't, because I disturb her too much. And this is Rolf. It's our dog. He's sleeping now. Oh, he's sleeping now.
I know, I'm sleeping.
Det gjorde han visst inte.
I'm not sleeping. It's too early for me.
Han brukar sova lite längre faktiskt. Han låter så här egentligen. När han är med i Mupparna har han en helt annan röst, men det är Jim Hensons röst. You're speaking Swedish. He's a member of the family without any reservations whatsoever. He's with us all the time when we watch movies, not when we go on vacation. So that's sort of a vacation for us too. He always has stories about what he has done here. When we get home, I don't really believe them all, but that's another thing. He's on our wedding photos here. I always, when I photograph for the games, I always take down these, of course. But you can see him there. The thing is that we paid good money for these photos. But the contrast is so bad, so I could have made better. I couldn't have taken better photos after 2 bottles of wine. So this is the computer room, and this is what impresses many people, the game collection. Lots of people compare the Carol games to the Nancy Drew games, because at least on the surface the games are quite similar. They're first-person games with a female protagonist, they're adventure games, etc. Personally, I don't think there are so many similarities between the games. I like the early Nancy Drew games myself. I really do. I can honestly say that we weren't influenced, and I still am not particularly influenced by any specific game. There were some games that showed us that it was possible to make a game. Should be very easy. Yeah. One of the games that really showed us that it was possible to make a game like ours was A Quiet Week in Capri, which was a very popular game when it came out.
Please, take a seat.
Another game possibly was I'd say that it was the game that inspired us most. A game that was better than most games from the major distributors. And that's this game.
Oh, Darkfall.
Yeah.
Ah.
Jonathan Bogue's first game, which is an absolute masterpiece. So I'd say that Darkfall is the Citizen Kane of indie games. I mean, I can like horror games, but they don't frighten me. This game is frightening. If someone has wondered how Carol looks like, you don't have to go further than to check out the covers for the German editions. Yeah, these are the German disc versions of the first 4 games. And for some reason they decided to include Carol on the cover.
That's not really what Carol looks like then, you think?
I didn't know how she looks. But now I do, since I've seen these covers.
Right. Right, but you don't really think Carol looks like that, do you?
The thing is that I don't know and nobody knows, and that's kind of the thing. But they're terrible. They suck big time. The color and the titles, they have murder in all titles, even if there isn't a murder in the game.
Alright, so that means like murder in Sweden?
Exactly.
Okay, and what are the other titles?
Sommarmord. Guess what that means?
Summer murder?
Yeah, exactly. So this is the prop shelf. This shelf is not aesthetically pleasing. My wife doesn't like it. I've always wondered why. But she disliked it even more last year because I had some stuff here that I had taken from a burnt down house.
Ah.
So it didn't only look bad, it also smelled bad.
That's right.
After 19 games I decided to spice up the game a little with some blood. Yes. So I bought these. This is a coagulated version, and this is the splatter version. This is the dollhouse. It's my wife Eileen, her dollhouse, and it's kind of vintage, I think.
This is going to be a doll's house someday.
Carol basically just kind of builds this dollhouse from scratch, right?
I think to tell you the truth, I don't really remember, but I think it's placed on that table in some game. But this is where it all happens. I never used the numerical keys, so I've reprogrammed them to do other things. So if I push 5 here, it opens the gaming engine. This is the ongoing project. And this is how it looks like. You see all 4 angles here. This is what we call a scene. A scene is 4 pictures, or 1 node, if you would like to call it that. It consists of 4 pictures. You can look in every angle. You can always do that. And this is a place called Lodby, which is not very far from here. I use the bicycle in this game as well. It's a very nice way to mark the exit, so to speak. The problem with using the bicycle is that I can't bring it everywhere. There's a big problem, another problem with using your bicycle. That happened with the last game, and it has happened again now with this game. If you live in central Norrköping, your bicycle gets stolen. So I'm kind of half finished with the game now, which is extremely early, but
The games always come out like the 1st of January. Right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
1st of January every year, if there isn't a Madonna tour.
Okay, and why is that then?
Well, I've always loved Madonna.
Right.
Yeah. She's always been a very big influence on me. Back in the days, me and Eileen, my wife, we used to run the biggest Madonna site on the web, actually, called Madonna Shots. We named our gaming company after Madonna, MDNA Games, and it was totally my idea. But the funny thing is that, let's see here, several years later, Madonna released an album called MDNA.
So, like,
and I would sue the butt out of anyone but Madonna.
So, if you're riding your bike in Norrköping, be careful that it doesn't get stolen. Watch out for part 2, where we join Mikael on one of his photo shoots and go on the hunt for some real Kaua Reed locations.